Tonight's episode of Vampire Squid Show is brought to you by Paul Rubin's Streaming Network. Now you can check out all the greatest shows favorited by your famous Paul Rubin, like Bass Fishing Massacres, Carpet Measuring, Wood Whittles, and Skeet Shooting. It's not boring. Paul Rubin doesn't think it's boring. Let's do this.
Who the hell's Paul Rubin?
I don't fucking know.
I was waiting for the explanation.
We need a sponsor, so Paul Rubin was just like, "Hey, help me out." I said, "Okay."
All right, we got.
I mean, he is a registered sex offender, but I'm kind of not pay attention to that.
That's it. We're fucked.
We're promoting sex offenders now?
No, because I said I'm not paying attention to that, so therefore we don't.
Oh, you choose not to. I'm sorry.
Choose not to.
All right.
You choose not to acknowledge.
Exactly. So therefore, I'm ignorantly blissful right now. I plead the fifth.
Ignorant bliss.
Yes.
I said Paul Rubin said it's not.
All right, guys. All I gotta say is, this looks like a good spot to find some ingredients.
Yo, dude, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that?
Oh man.
Yo, dude, I swear to God, I hate him.
Yo, I'm like, I can see it right there, Donald. It's right there.
I hate both of them.
The only thing I like though is when they tell you when there's a lucky emblem, because sometimes it's hard to find.
You need to stop, because I still can't find one in the fucking Twilight Town.
Oh, you can't?
There's one all the way on the wall by the entrance to the little forest.
Just wall run. Just run and jump in.
That one I got. But there's another one.
No, you can't pull out the cameras when you're jumping.
Oh, god damn it.
But there's another one that keep mentioning every time I come out there.
Okay.
So there's another one somewhere.
All right, we're talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 for people who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, who's listening. Because some of our listeners probably don't know. But yeah. So finally, we could finally talk about Kingdom Hearts. 27 years in the making.
16 years later.
Yeah, 16 years later.
Finally, let's talk about
Kingdom Hearts. So, what do you guys think?
Initial thoughts? It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything like explosively amazing, but it is a good time to play.
But I tell you right now, those fights are fun to do.
Yeah. Like, I never doubted in my mind that gameplay-wise, the game was going to be good. Like, the gameplay is amazing. I like it. The funny thing about it is that it
gets to the point where it kind of feels like it's too much.
You kind of get used to it.
It is. It is too much.
Because at the same time, it's like they're mixing in all of the gameplay from all the games. Because they've always changed the gameplay throughout the game. So we have a little
this one's a mix of like everything that came before.
Yeah, so it's like, a little bit of Birth by Sleep, a little bit of Dream Drop Distance, a little bit of...
it is everything. It's just... Woo!
Yeah. The thing that I find
it's
very...
like Jameson, bro, straight to the head.
Wow. This is crazy. That was sharp. Nah, it's good. The gameplay is...
It's good.
You might say it's too much, but I feel like every battle's fun.
True, I mean, it gets to the point where like I don't even use the attractions anymore. I mean only in boss fights.
Me, I only use them for crowd control.
I don't.
You? I use it because they're there.
I mean, I don't really like the attractions, mainly because they don't really explain how he got the attractions. Like, use attractions. Like,
sure, you steal it from the enemies. What are you talking about?
But still, it's like, I don't know. It was just a little weird because everything else that's been implemented in the game.
You know what caught me by surprise?
What?
Because they're just saying, like, everything else is explained in the game. It's like, when you're playing the game, every time you get something new, they have to pause what you're doing to explain it to you.
Yeah.
Except for rage mode. That shit caught me by surprise.
That is true, yeah.
I was playing the game and the part when you're in, like, toy box and the fucking kaiju toy attacks you.
Yeah.
That's the first time in the game that I died, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then I just went into rage mode. I was like, fuck, why am I heartless now? What's going on?
You know what's funny about that? Like, I caught on because when I went into anti-form, I realized the abilities that your Keyblades have, that's the new drive forms. Because I realized, like, if you get a new Keyblade and you go into its, like, special mode, Sora's outfit changes to a specific color. Like, remember when you get the Star Keyblade, Star Shooter? And then when I went into that, I'm like, why am I floating around and shooting with guns? Like, oh, this is Mystic form. And then, what was it? I believe the Toy Story Keyblade, it goes all red. That's Valor form. So I started realizing the more you use it, that's your drive. So you've used those too much, you end up going to anti-form. So I was like, that's what because I was wondering too, like, what happened to the drives? It's like, oh, they implemented them within the Keyblades now. So I was like, that's interesting. That's it's not that bad. But that means though, you have to switch between your Keyblades, which I thought was a nice little implement too. You can now hold 3 different Keyblades at the same time, and you use the D-pad to switch between them. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Which so far the Keyblade you get from Toy Box is like my favorite one.
Oh yeah, that one's cool. I mean, the hammer's alright, but the final attack that he does, which is he zips to all the enemies, that's pretty cool.
I like the drill.
Yeah, the drill's pretty cool.
I like the drill. The drill's the...
Oh, what else? Oh, like the crazy thing about this is that it feels a lot like Final Fantasy 15. I mean, I'm not surprised because the guy who did it did Final Fantasy 15, but it feels a lot like 15 in terms of just switching the weapons.
I mean, I know you guys are a lot further in the game than I am, but so far, the only time you see anything Final Fantasy related is the little Dissidia section in the toy box.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was waiting to talk to you about that because I was like, yo, CJ's gonna love this.
I mean, I saw it, but oh, that's awesome! I want that one.
Yeah,
Did you see the Bahamut?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bahamut. They have Odin, Ramus.
Yeah, because in the Toy Story world, you go into a toy store and in the very back there's a Final Fantasy toy section. So you see the
Dissidia.
Yeah, Dissidia Final Fantasy, and then there's little toys there. But the thing is, that's the only that and a mention of Cloud and Auron. Other than that, there's no other Final Fantasy references in the game. So far, yeah.
But I mean, if you look at the other, not really thinking about the side games, the main titles, Final Fantasy characters are always from the get-go. You get Final Fantasy characters.
Exactly.
So far, not in this one. I don't know why that is.
I know Zack was in Birth by Sleep. In Birth by Sleep, when you go to Coliseum, Zack's there instead of Cloud.
Zack's dead. Let's just keep it going.
But that's a Final Fantasy character. But other than that, it was weird.
He's dead.
Funny thing too, I wanted to mention because I looked this up because I thought it was very interesting. When you first enter the Toy Story world, there's the trailer for the Verum Rex, and it looks just like Final Fantasy. That's because that is modeled after Final Fantasy Versus 13. So the woman that gets captured by the robot, dude, that looks like Stella because Stella was originally supposed to be the female
I mean, even then, at a quick glance, the first, when you see it, it's pretty much when you first go to Toy Box, they sort of give you that little trailer. Which for a second I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is this?
For the first time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought that they're implementing commercials in the game, and I thought they were pushing an agenda.
I mean, technically, it was a commercial in the game.
No, I'm saying, but I thought they were pushing an agenda now.
Which too, I'm looking at it yo, are they advertising a completely different game within this game?
But I thought
it would be awesome if that is a fucking game they're working on.
Yeah,
that should be fucking amazing. But at quick glance, it does look like Noctis.
Yeah, that's supposed to kind of represent Noctis, and then the other characters are supposed to be Ignis and Gladios and all that stuff. And yeah, that was literally kind of what the original Versus 13 was. But of course, they switched it to 15, so a lot of that old concept stuff that they threw away, he used it for Verum Rex. And the funny thing is, I found out Verum Rex in Greek means true king. And in Final Fantasy 15, it's about Noctis becoming the true king.
Yeah.
And then his name, Yozora, translated means night sky. And in Final Fantasy 15, Noctis in Latin means night sky. So that is the most the biggest Final Fantasy reference in the game so far was that Verum Rex video game within Toy Story. And I also like the whole meta thing where Rex, the dinosaur from Toy Story, thinks that Sora is the character from the game.
Yeah.
Yuzora. It's it's Yuzora. I was like, no, I'm not Yuzora. And then in the game saying, oh, in this world, Sora, you come from a video game. You're a toy from a video game, which is funny because technically Sora is a video game character. So it made sense, if Sora was in the Toy Story world, Sora is a toy of a video game character, which he actually is. The only difference is instead of being a video game from Kingdom Hearts, it's from Verum Rex. So I thought that was actually a pretty little thing there.
And dude, then it throws me off because then they put you in Verum X.
Yeah,
but it's just Gigas, dude.
That's the thing I didn't like though.
It's why am I fucking playing Gigas?
This is the thing that I felt this was lost. This was a loss. They had potential there. The thing that I thought was going to happen didn't happen. I was like, damn, that's such a disappointment because within the game, Verum Rex is there, and then Rex is watching, he's obsessed with the video game. So like Woody's there, and then Woody turns up. He's like, "Hey, I was watching that, blah blah blah," because he's actually playing the game. And the ongoing joke in the game is that Rex thinks that Sora's from the game, so he asks him, "Yo, I'm stuck on the Bahamut boss. How do I defeat Bahamut? I don't know how to defeat Bahamut." So they're in the toy store. So he's running around looking for strategy guides in the video game section. It's like, I need to find out how to beat Bahamut. So then at one point, Xehanort throws Sora into a game console, and he's in the game. And instead of doing the Gigas fight, you should have fought Bahamut.
That would have been
That
awesome.
should have been the good thing. So that way, when he comes out of it, it could have been a little joke like, "Hey, Rex, I know how you beat Bahamut." Because you beat him in the game. That would have been
that would have been amazing.
Because I jumped in, I was like, "Yo, am I going to fight Bahamut?" And it's just the Gigas robots. I was like, "Oh, it's fine."
It's Gigas. Like, from the little trailer they give you of the Rex game
Yeah.
to what I've played, like, nothing similar.
Nothing at all. And what kind of got me a little...
It's just another fucking Gigas fight.
Yeah. And the Gigas are mechs. So, like, there's this thing in the game where you can actually jump into a mech, and it turns into like a first-person shooter, and you're shooting the mechs. And then if the mechs die, he jumps out, and you can jump into another mech. So I thought it was pretty cool. And what kind of got me a little upset, maybe it's just like a personal preference, but I felt like the Gigases, like the mechs, should have looked more like the mechs from Final Fantasy VI. To make it feel more Final Fantasy-like. They should have looked a little bit more like them. Because they just looked like just regular robots.
Mm.
But that was just like, that would have been nice. Because this really did feel like the biggest Final Fantasy thing in the game. It should have looked like that. But it is what it is. I still enjoyed the Toy Story world. For me personally, the Monsters Incorporated world is my favorite so far.
Yeah, not there yet.
It's good. It's really good.
Is that after Tangle?
Yes, because after Tangle, you go to another side of the map, and then that one is Monsters Incorporated and Frozen. But yeah, I liked it.
That's about right. How you like the gummy ships?
The gameplay is different. It's more elaborate. I just need time to build my gummy ship, and I want to like take time to explore.
Did you build your TARDIS already?
Not yet. I don't have enough blocks. I'm still in the very beginning. But I like it. But it's so much where it's like I just want to take time to just explore because I'm just so excited to go to the worlds. Like I want to see the worlds. I want to see this. I want to see that.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the gummy ship, dude. I've got like 13-hour playtime, and I'm still like on the 4th world.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I spent way too much time flying around the gummy.
Is it just me, or did I just feel like when you're going to a new world and then like a fucking ship comes in and you have to fight it? Is it just me? Did I think like a Star Destroyer or the Death Star was gonna come out?
Actually,
because like that would be
spoiler alert. When you see the big gold ball that you have to solve. Have you solved the gold ball?
No.
I've solved 3.
You solved 3, right? If you solve the gold ball outside the gummy ship, I feel like you're trying to deal with the Death Star right there.
It's funny, like it feels like Star Wars because since Disney bought Star Wars, I thought that's like
we don't want to talk about this.
Yeah. I mean, too. Like right now, I'm still waiting to see some sort of Marvel reference in the game. They could have at least do like a summon.
They might with one of the worlds. I don't know if you know if it's a world in the game, but not Marvel.
There's a Marvel world.
Not there's a Marvel world, but there might be a Marvel reference in one of the worlds. I don't know if you know if this specific world's in the game.
If there's a Marvel world, this game just became the best game ever.
I mean, it would make sense.
They don't even need to do a Marvel world. Just have like a fucking like a summon. You know what I mean? Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
What?
Or some shit. You know?
Yeah. Oh, did you get Wreck-It Ralph?
What do you say?
Yeah.
Did you get Simba?
Remove the pop.
Simba's good.
I'm not
Why?
there yet.
Can't
you're
hear
not
you.
No, but the Simba summon,
Can you hear me?
way better in this one. Because like when Simba comes out, Sora jumps on top of Simba, and you get to run around Simba. Nice. And he does like fire roars and stuff. It's like you're riding Infrit. I love it.
He looks good though. He looks good doing it.
Is it adult Simba?
Adult Simba, yes. Right. And she's huge. So good. But I like it. Who else is obsessed with the little mini game, that little like Game Boy that he gets?
I need to stop.
I love that
fucking
thing.
Tiger handhelds, dude.
Seriously, I fucking love it. It's like I'm there and it's like I'm playing at night ball. Here, I'm like I gotta get back to the actual game. This is so good.
I really just did like the first one you get, like the giant.
Yeah,
I've done that one. Got to like level 5 on that.
Okay.
And then now I'm when I collect all of them, then I'll try to get like high scores on it.
Okay.
I'm not focusing on that right now.
I'm pretty sure I already beat the game even though I don't have it.
No. Too complicated.
You don't know my life.
Too complicated for you.
No man,
Too hard.
I was extremely surprised to see them reference Recoded in this.
Oh yeah,
That shit threw me off, bro. Because that's like the only Kingdom Hearts game I haven't played yet.
yeah,
Recode is the only one I haven't touched, and they bring it up in here. I'm like, fuck.
dude. They brought up everything, but the thing about
Everything
Recoded,
they try to
the thing about
tie into this.
Recoded's fine because in Recoded, you pretty much go into they digitize Jiminy Cricket's journal of the first journey, and you're just replaying the first journey again. So it's not that much of a in terms of like plot. So it's fine. It's fine. The one thing I really just thought was kind of annoying for me was the fact that since you get the gummy phone, now in the fucking load screens, there's like that Kingdom Hearts Instagram in the loading screens.
I mean, but it was funny. Though. Like,
It's funny, but I don't like the fact because I see it and I'm just like, it's like a picture and it's like, oh, we're trying to find Aqua and we don't know where she is. Hashtag lost. I'm like, there's Kingdom Hearts hashtags in this? It's like hashtag lost, hashtag
the
missing.
hashtag has hearts around.
Yeah,
it.
it's a little heart hashtag. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Hashtag
You
friendship.
fucking take selfies.
Yep. Oh yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too.
I was taking selfies with the lucky emblems and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I was really.
And you take the selfie and you hit the emoji thing. She goes cheese and he points at it.
I was really going next level.
Yeah, but that gummy phone thing's pretty cool.
That's why I'm upset that you can't fall and put the camera on at the same time. Because I was really gonna get creative with it.
Yeah.
They take a selfie while like
Yeah, well,
swan diving
yeah.
and shit.
I would thought you would be
wanna
able to
fight
do
me?
that because you could do that in Spider-Man.
Oh, you can swan dive into a camera.
Yeah, because in Spider-Man you get a camera and they did an update where you can web swing and take pictures. So that way there's people uploading web swinging pictures. So, I mean, I thought you would probably do that in Kingdom Hearts. Because it just reminded me of Spider-Man, but yeah, there's some things you can't do, I
Yeah,
guess.
you have to be sort of standing still
Okay.
to pull out the camera. If you're falling or climbing or whatever, it doesn't let you do it.
Okay.
That's kind of stupid. I mean, pull it out wherever. You know.
Hey, whoa, whoa, bro! Listen, there are laws
Hey,
against just
yo.
whipping it out, whatever. You know what I mean? Like you can't just do
Hey,
that.
yo, it's crazy.
This guy, bro. Holy
And
shit.
I don't know, like, another thing is, for as long as this game took, I am so glad that this game feels so polished. I was so scared that it would be like another, I don't know, like Phantom Pain or something, where it's like it's a good game but doesn't feel complete, or like Final Fantasy 15. It took so long to make, and it just still felt a little off. But this game feels very thought out, polished. It feels like a complete game. Because I know 15 didn't, like, it was good, but you can tell that they're missing stuff in 15 that they had to add on in updates. But I'm really satisfied with the fact that this game feels proper. And other than the fact that there's a lot of story within the side games, yes, this still feels like Kingdom Hearts. It just looks better. It plays smoother. I'm thoroughly satisfied.
Yes, sir.
Is it just me, or does it seem like Mitchell's the only one who's actually played the game and paid attention to it while playing it?
No, it is. He's right. What do you want us to say? You want us to say exactly what he just said?
Like everything you like about it, maybe.
I mean, I like all aspects right now. I like the
Kingdom
Keyblade.
Hearts,
I
bro,
like their
enough said,
separate drive form, basically. I like the
Kingdom
battle
Hearts, bro.
system.
Buy it.
The only thing that, like, I'm
Just
playing
by
the
way,
game.
Like we're not. This isn't like paid advertisement. You know what I mean? Like we're not sponsored by them. We don't have to say.
If we
good
were
things about
sponsored
the
by
game, you know what I'm
Square
saying?
Enix,
Fuck Square Enix.
this setup wouldn't be like this. If we were
Fuck you,
sponsored by Square
exactly.
Enix.
No, fuck you. It would be exactly like this. I feel like I feel at home. That's what I want. I want comfort. I don't want luxury. I want comfort.
Oh, wow. Very philosophical today.
It's not even a word. Fuck you.
Dude, it's Vampire Squid Show. We make up words all the time.
It's so sad that he's right.
Okay. I'm not even gonna argue with that. All right.
So sad that he's right.
Oh, man. But the one thing that I'm playing this, like, I'm playing the game, I'm just like, damn, I don't miss this. And that's the whole, oh, hi, I'm Sora, I'm Donald, and I'm Goofy. Thank you, Sora, Donald, Goofy. Where's Sora, Donald, Goofy? I was like, I don't miss this. Every 3 seconds, they have to introduce themselves to everyone, and it has to be all three of them.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go, I'm Sora, I'm Donald, I'm Goofy, I'm Sora, I'm Donald, I'm Goofy. Shut the fuck up.
It's like, I'm the nice one. I'm the trustworthy one.
Seriously. It should just be like, we're the Rat Pat. That's it.
With a rap.
We're the Rat Pat. Some dumb shit. Yo, but deadass. That Riku gameplay.
Bro, I love Riku's new Keyblade.
Dude, his Keyblade, it was funny because I'm fighting the Heartless, and I was like, I need to dash, and he just went, shoo. Like, he just dashed through, like instead of rolling, Riku turns to a beam of light. Just, choo, choo, choo. That's his dash. I thought that was pretty good. It's really short, though. It's like one fight you play as Riku, and then you just go back to playing as Sora. But that
So
was
they
good.
tease you with the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, another thing that kind of got me pissed off was the fact that his old Keyblade snaps in half because Mickey was like, the Heartless here in this world are way stronger, so be careful. His Keyblade breaks in half. So then Mickey goes, oh, damn, it broke in half. We should have recharged our Keyblade before we got here. I was like, since when do you recharge a Keyblade? Am I missing a game where they mentioned that? Like, what?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that it was referencing the new upgrading Keyblades.
Probably. I don't know. It was weird because it's like they went back to Yen Sid and it was like, oh.
No, I'm pretty sure they said forge our Keyblades.
No, you said charge.
Charge.
They said charge.
Charge, yeah. You said we should have charged our Keyblade.
Like if you connected on the wall type of charge.
Like, seriously, like there's batteries in these now?
The USB. The USB Keyblades. That's
I
crazy.
mean, it works because, like, Riku's
Type-C.
Keyblade had always been fucking wing, so it don't make sense, but then he has a real Keyblade now.
Yeah. But the thing I like about it is that the Keyblade looks like a modern key, not like a classic looking key. I thought it was pretty cool. Like his Keyblade, like the design actually looks
No,
like
'cause it broke.
like a key.
It broke. That's why.
I know it broke, but his new Keyblade, I like the fact that it looks like a modern key.
No, because the front was, it was another, I think, another wing or something like that.
No, this is the one after that one. After the one you're talking about, the wing one, he gets a new one.
Oh, see, I haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah.
So your head.
That was pretty cool. And then I'm curious to see what's going to happen with Kyrie and Axel. Because they're...
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see Axel's Keyblade.
Oh, they show it in, I think it's Dream Drop Distance. They showed it.
Dude, because I just remember seeing Axel with the fucking, fucking the wheels, you know? And
No, in Dream Drop Distance, they show his Keyblade. The handle of it is the wheel, and there's like a flame blade coming out. That's what his Keyblade looks like.
I don't remember that.
I think it was either that or it was another game. But I know in one of the previous handheld games, they say that, all right, we're going to train Axel to be a Keyblade master now. And they give him his Keyblade. So, that was pretty cool. I just didn't like how it's like, oh, he's good now, so they no longer call him Axel because the Axel is his nobody name, so they call him Lee.
No, but I mean, that's the same thing for the other nobodies. Like, the other members of the organization, now that they're no longer nobodies.
Yeah.
They have different names now.
But the thing is, their names were just an anagram of... So their nobody name is an anagram of their name, and they add an X to it. So, like, for example, Axel's actual name is Lee, spelled Lea, but if you add an X to it and just switch the letters around, it's Axel. So that's kind of with everyone else. Like the Vexen, if you take the X out and switch it, it's Evan. Yeah, Evan. So that's everyone's name. You just add an X, kind of like Roxas. Remember in part 2 they said, oh, Roxas, you take the X out of Roxas and reorganize it, it spells Sora. So I just didn't like that. How like they call him Lee now, but he's like, oh no, call me Axel. In that cutscene, I'm like, but calling you Lee signifies that you're good. So why would you go back to your nobody name?
I mean, he's still wearing the suit.
And that's another thing too. Supposedly they're going to get new garments, but I hope he wears new garments because I know.
mean, I'm just saying they went through all the trouble giving him a new Keyblade. Why not change his outfit? Why is
I
he
hope
still
they
wearing
do.
that fucking black trench coat?
But I mean,
Yeah.
imagine they would have gave him like a jumper suit. Imagine how tall is he and shit. I don't
Yeah,
think
he
it
is
would've worked
way
out.
taller in this game than the other games. Axel's tall as fuck.
Exactly. And then you give him a jumper
He was
suit.
towering over
you
Kyrie.
give him a jumper suit like Mickey and Sora and shit. I'm looking like a retarded and shit.
It was crazy.
You can't do that. Like, don't give him a jumper suit. Leave him with the trench coat. I think I'm aware with that.
I'm just picturing like jumper suit, like fucking this dude from what was it, Grand Theft Auto 4?
Jesus Christ.
Nico Bellic. There you go.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's a Nico Bell.
But yeah, it's man, such a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game. Just want to keep on going and try to finish it to see how this ending is. It's incredible.
I mean,
don't even want to finish it.
I mean, to be fair, like they're doing pretty decently in tying all the games together.
Oh, here. This was a question I wanted to ask. Do you think this is the last Kingdom Hearts where Sora is in it?
Yes, it's not the last Kingdom Hearts game, but it's the last one Sora's in. Tetsuya Nomura announced it. He said that they will eventually do another Kingdom Hearts game, but this is Sora's final game.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to play Kingdom Hearts without Sora.
That is true. We've been with him for so long, you know?
Yeah, what? Donald Goofy is still going to be in it? Because it's
I mean, I don't know.
weird. So weird.
But yeah. Oh, this is a funny little Easter egg that I don't think anyone knows, but like if you're really into Pixar and Pixar films and stuff like that, there's a little Easter egg in every Pixar film you will always see A113 somewhere in a Pixar film. A113 is the number of the room that mostly everyone from Pixar learned how to do digital art and stuff like that. So they've always put that room number somewhere in the Pixar movies to reference that art studio room that everyone worked at.
Did they put it in the game too?
Yes, they did.
Right.
In Ratatouille, the Ratatouille thing, the chef thing, where you're doing the cooking, instead of A1 steak sauce, it's A113 steak sauce.
That's funny.
Right there on the table, and I caught it. I was like, oh, this is so good. I love the cooking. It's so fun. Just seeing the little Ratatouille guy go, snaps. Yeah, like when you get it right. Like, and the thing I like about it too is that once you're done doing the food, and then you put the dishes together and you eat it, it gives you a temporary boost in your stats. I was like, dude, that's from Final Fantasy 15. Because, Ignis cooks the food. Like, it's the same thing. So, like, it just feels like I'm playing a very good, polished Final Fantasy 15, but with Disney and Pixar characters. Like, this is what 15 should have been. So, I'm really satisfied with that. It's like, I'm hunger. And then just make some food. I can never do the pepper mini game. I hate it.
Really?
Because I keep fucking up.
You know which one I fucking up? The egg one.
I hate the egg one, but it's like what you have to do is instead of hitting the shoulder buttons at the same time, do them one at a time. So it works. So like you do the analog and then hold them down, and it works for me.
That's what you do?
Yeah, because if I do them at the same time, it'll fuck up my thumbs.
See, you're a weirdo. That's why. When I wait, I just wait for the little flag thing to fly by to get the excellent.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I always get excellent. I'm good for the excellent. Fuck that. Every other video game is a piece of cake except that one. It's weird. But then I got a 3-star restaurant, so I'm good. I'm good for the 3-star restaurant. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So I think we can end it on that because we didn't beat the game. We're still fairly around the same point in the game. So yeah. So guys, did you hear about DC's response to Into the Spider-Verse?
No.
Yeah, so in response to Into the Spider-Verse, they're going to do a Batman Beyond animated movie for theaters.
They threw that rumor away. It's no longer going to happen.
Really?
Yes.
I was looking forward to that.
Actually, it would have been pretty cool.
Damn, that would have been awesome.
I mean, they do really good animated movies, so I think I would have gotten behind that one.
Hell yeah. I would have loved that shit. Especially with the fact that they're continuing the Batman Beyond comic book, so...
The style that Marvel used to do that Spider-Man movie, they trademarked it.
They trademarked it? Oh, wow.
How you trademark a style?
But the thing is, though, Sony Animation did it, though.
Okay, so Sony trademarked that style.
So what if DC goes to Sony to use it? Just saying, it sounds like a loophole to me.
Damn, man. I want my Batman Beyond movie.
You didn't even know.
You want a Batman
You didn't
Beyond
even know,
movie,
and you
dude?
were
That's
living-
fine,
you were
bro.
living just
They
fine.
got a Joker movie.
A Joker movie?
Yeah, they got that Joker movie.
Oh, the Joker in the 70s? That Joker movie?
That movie looks cool,
Batman
right?
Beyond.
So
Why you gotta be
Oh,
like
Return
that?
of the Joker. I mean, that was all
They
right.
got that Joker movie.
But I want more.
Why you gotta be like that?
sounds
Yo, but that intro, remember? In that movie, the song? Doom, 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 doom.
Oh my god.
Dude, who gives a fuck? Because Static X did the fucking theme song to Batman Beyond. Don't fuck
I
with
mean,
that.
you know what? Now-
Static X.
The band Static X did the theme song for Batman Beyond.
it was a good theme song. Now that I'm remembering it,
It's fine.
Yes. It's better than fine. It's amazing. Batman Beyond cameo in Kingdom Hearts.
That's DC. How?
that would be crazy.
They just bought it. It's like, yo, we doing this. And like,
Nah,
alright,
you
cool.
need to stop. You need to stop. You gotta control it. This is crazy.
That'd be awesome. Hello there, Bruce. I'm Goofy. I'm Dana. You know,
Hey, wait, Batman Beyond is not Bruce.
They're saying hi to Bruce Wayne.
Why would they say that to Bruce Wayne?
Because they're in his mansion. He's like, what are you guys doing in here?
Nah,
He
fuck
just
that.
making up
He's
shit. He
dead.
fucked up. He
He's
fucked
dead.
up. He fucked up.
Hi, Terry
Bruce
McGinnis.
Bruce Wayne is in Batman Beyond. What you guys talking
No, I
about?
didn't say he's not in it. I said he's not Batman Beyond.
He didn't say they were saying hi to Batman.
But he didn't say he did it either.
You know, with
So
the
what
first,
he
the
did?
thing that he said was put Batman Beyond in Kingdom Hearts. Right.
Except that they don't call Terry Batman Beyond. He's just Batman. Batman
my
Beyond
God.
is referencing the show / comic book Batman Beyond.
That's fine.
Yeah,
not Batman itself.
There's
But
nothing
if
wrong
you're
with
going to
that.
talk about him specifically, to differentiate him from the regular Batman, you say Batman Beyond so that everyone knows who you're talking about.
I can imagine like
True,
someone,
but I could just as well say Batman Terry.
someone's robbing a bank.
I don't
Yo,
know,
we
because
gotta get
there's
out
a
of here.
vegan food place called Terry, so
Someone's robbing a bank. We gotta get out of here. Batman
But
Beyond's
we're in
coming.
the future. Terry doesn't exist.
we're not in the future, we're here.
Batman Beyond is in the future.
What does that have to do with
So
here?
In
technically-
which Terry doesn't exist.
Thank you. So technically, he has to say Batman
Veganism
Beyond.
is done.
Oh, damn, that's
Say
weird.
what?
Veganism is done in the future.
No, it's all veganism in the future.
No, because they are recreating animals to slaughter them.
So what you're trying to say is that vegan is so shui?
No. See,
Shreve,
what he's trying to say is that
guy? Fuck you.
That's the slang word in Batman Beyond, shui.
Fuck you.
I have a
Jesus
question.
Christ.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is a tiger that doesn't know more than what it does as an instinct to kill
Stupid.
Is it vegan?
No, it's not fucking vegan. It's like fucking carnivore, you weirdo.
You sure?
Anyways,
I thought vegan is like you don't kill for pleasure or something like that.
No.
So what's vegan?
I mean, vegans aren't killing bees to eat honey, but they still don't eat honey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
you feel? You know what I'm saying? You know?
it's reducing this the pain and suffering of animals as much as humanly possible.
oh,
As
humanly
much as
possible.
like it's possible for you to do it.
What about why am I identified as a tiger?
Then identify the tiger. It's 2019. Do what you want. I don't care.
All right, but then I want to be vegan too.
I mean,
So
if
I
you
wanna
were a
do that.
tiger, you wouldn't be able to catch anything anyway. You'd die.
That's not the point. We're not
So-
talking about my capabilities. We're talking about if I want to be a vegan tiger.
It reminded me of this episode.
But even then, if he was a tiger, yes, his fiance would be doing all the hunting. He's just laying back and she's bringing him the food.
Tigers are solitary. What are you talking about?
But she would still bring him the food.
That's not true.
She
All
would,
right, so I
though.
want to be a lion then.
There you go. You could be a fat male lion, and you're gonna get killed by the next male that comes in who's way more agile than you.
Maybe there's no other real lions but me.
Yeah, until the mapoho run up on your ass and kill you.
Maybe they're not looking for my type of lion.
Why be a lion though?
His
I
lions are
identify.
fucking cool.
Just be an ocelot.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be a fucking ocelot.
Ocelots
Weirdo.
are cool.
Well, just because of Metal Gear? No.
Hell yeah, man.
Weirdo.
Be
It's
an
not even like a
ocelot.
relevant animal. That's why they used it, because no one would know what it was and it would sound cool until they actually Googled what it was and they realized it wasn't even that cool. They should have used like an African serval or something like that. If we're gonna use cool animals,
An African what?
serval.
So his codename would be African Serval.
No, it'd be a serval.
I am Revolver African
No,
Serval.
I am revolver serval. I said
that
African.
doesn't even sound good on the tongue.
It doesn't sound good because you heard ocelot first.
No,
Weirdo.
you're a weirdo.
Say it a few times. It'll sink in.
No, say it 3 times fast.
You can't.
Just go back to being sick. You're being dumb right
I
now.
don't know. This medicine kicked in. Now I'm getting hot.
Jesus Christ. You're getting high. You're not getting hot.
Am I though?
Shit.
I'm about to mix it with whiskey.
Jesus Christ.
Got that lean in my cup.
Out like a light.
Ow.
Yeah. Okay, so
Tina was still
Also to combat
Moving on from this?
to combat Stupid Cedro's thing, he said because they're coming up with like fake meat so that they don't have to harm animals to make it. That would fall in line with veganism. Why? Because you wouldn't be hurting any more animals.
I never said anything about not harming animals. I said veganism is done. All the food just comes from synthetic animals.
And then I said that the fact that it's coming from a synthetic source means that there would be no more killing of animals, which would fall in line with veganism.
But I mean, they're creating life with the intention of slaughtering it.
No, actually, they're not creating life. They're creating meat without actually making the entire animal. I've already seen it. Come
but
at me,
not
bro.
in, not in
Come
the
at me,
world,
bro.
not in the world that I'm from.
You ain't from there. You're from here.
I thought we were talking about Batman Beyond.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on. Last week there was something Hobby wanted to talk about that we never got to. I don't know, Resident Evil 2 remake thing. We never had a chance to get to it last week. I kind of want to hear
I
it.
have some horrible short-term memory, so you have.
Holy shit!
Like, all right, Resident Evil 2.
I don't know something about Resident Evil 2. We just never got to it. I don't know what it was.
Shit.
Touch my cup.
Touch your cup.
Oh well.
Weird.
If we're on the topic now, it may juggle my memory as we go, but nobody here's played it.
Not yet, no.
No,
Anybody has seen gameplay?
Yes.
no.
Yes, I played the demo.
You played that
The time demo. And I've seen
Oh, you see gameplay, and besides that, Yatsu haven't even.
I made a walkthrough.
He made a walkthrough to a game he didn't play. Okay,
All right, that's fine.
let's go with that.
He's vegan, so whatever he says, I guess it's technically like correct. So, I don't All right, so the game is pretty good. I see gameplay, there's speed runs, everything. The game is just worth it all around. I also wanted to talk about IGN's recap and review on it.
Oh yeah, that's supposedly they didn't even play the game.
They didn't play the original game, the 1998 Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
So they were trying to compare two games, which one of them they didn't even play. So their whole review was inaccurate, retarded, basically, because we can use this word in the podcast, retarded. I like saying retarded. I just want to throw it out there. So. Disclaimer, please, after this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they try to review the game, they try to compare, and they lied, basically, because they didn't even play the first game to know to what extent it changed and stuff. Basically, they were reviewing it, they were saying, like, that the new version, both Claire and Leon's story were almost identical, which, in fact, you know, whoever played the original one, you know it's not even close. He also said that the gameplay is about 8 hours long through and through, which technically, though it's not, actually is a lot shorter. And also that, what was it? There's one more thing. That, see, I'm sorry, short-term memory's hard. Let's go right after that. But in theory, it's like, I just keep doing this. How far are we going to keep dealing with this now?
It's true, because this is not the first time. There's been multiple occasions where IGN never check their facts. They assign people to do reviews, and they either A, don't play the game fully, B, don't know anything about the franchise to give a critical critique on it, or C, to just freaking, quote-unquote retards.
Or D, copy somebody else's review.
Oh, my God, I remember that one, yeah. Like,
Wait, someone's done that?
Yeah, we talked about it. IGN did a... What was the game?
It was on a podcast.
It was
a long time ago.
It was on the Switch. That Switch game.
There are a lot of Switch games, dude.
All right, it's a Switch game. It kind of plays like Dark Souls, but anyway, he reviewed it on IGN. But the thing is, like 90% of his review was word for word copied from a YouTuber's review of it. And the guy posted up the video. He was like, "All right, watch this review, and then watch my review that I uploaded like maybe like a week or two ago." And it's like he clearly copied off of me.
The guy got fired. That guy got fired.
Yeah, he got fired. And this is an ongoing thing of IGN that they consistently have these shitty reviews. Very, very, very shitty reviews.
However, it's not
IGN's fault. It's
new.
the reviewers.
No, because IGN assigns the reviewer to the game.
So they should get better choice.
Yeah, they should hire better people and actually have people know what the fuck they're doing.
You should actually hire gamers. That's what I feel.
Exactly. It reminded me of like a couple years back, IGN was reviewing a couple of Play Kai Kingdom Hearts figures, and then the girl who was reviewing was mispronouncing everyone's name, but not even like not even like the super complicated names, like Kyrie, like it's Kyrie or some shit like that. Like it was just really bad, and a lot of people were talking shit about her. It was like, the fuck?
Do they like choose people who look good on camera?
They don't even look good on camera.
Yeah, they all look like shit.
Yeah. I don't know. IGN's just... What? I don't know. I don't know why IGN's still a thing.
Yeah.
It's way better shit out there. Or you just shut the fuck and play the game yourself, and then you review it on your own terms.
I feel like that. I feel like you just have to have real gamers review games.
That's why there's YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Twitch.
That's the best place right now, really. Just go to the actual YouTubers, and then they'll give you a valid opinion if you are seeking an opinion about the game.
Yeah. And they actually show you why their opinion derived from what they're derived from, which is great. Because once you read an article or you see the review video on IGN, that's all we're going to get from them and stuff.
It's bullshit journalism.
Yep.
Fuck IGN. Raise the flag. Fuck off.
Jesus.
IGN's always been pretty gay, so excuse me, pretty hetero. But
It is what it is.
IGN was cool back in the day when there weren't a lot of choices.
IGN was good back in the day when they still had this dude. I forgot his name. He was a pretty cool dude. There was this one specific journalist there. He was pretty nice, but he got fired, so he ended up doing his own thing. But I don't know. Ever since he left, like the whole company changed. I don't know. It's a bunch of just bullshit articles, dumb wish list, clickbait crap, and shitty reviews. And supposedly, rumor is that they get paid off for the reviews. So a game could be shit, but they get paid off to give it a good review. Like they'll give it like an 8. Mind you, the game is trash. Like a lot of other reviews will give it like a 5, but they, rumor is that the companies pay them off to give it good
because
reviews.
they get the most traffic when it comes to that, right?
Exactly.
People just stop being dishonest.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're dishonest
That's
for
the sad
money.
part.
Yeah, they're dishonest for money, man. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is.
Kind of reminded me of Spider-Man. Some guy reviewed Spider-Man, saying that like, "Oh, Spider-Man's pro cop," and I'm not liking this. See, they need to depict the bad side of cops. Cops discriminating against blacks and stuff. I was like, are you really looking for that in a Spider-Man game? Like, I found that so weird. And then he actually says in a review that he didn't even beat the game. So everyone's like, why the fuck are you giving a review of a game? He didn't even beat the game. He's like, only did like maybe 5 hours in and already made my opinion. 5 hours into the game? Like, really?
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. These motherfuckers don't even finish the games anymore.
Then again, though, there's some games that you could play for like a half an hour and already decide like, yeah, I'm not into this.
But if you're reviewing the game, you have to beat the game.
True.
I feel for a review, I feel like Mitch is correct. For a review, you have to.
No, true. But just keep in mind, a lot of times they're trying to get reviews out there to increase sales for the game, which they do before the game comes out. And a lot of people that get review codes probably get the review codes like a week before the game launches. It's not enough time. I mean, there are some games you can beat within a few hours, but in my opinion, I'm not spending $60 on a game I'm going to finish in 4 hours. If it's a long game, I'm not going to be able to finish the game on time to put out a review before the game comes out.
Unless they get a really early copy.
I'm saying but they'd have to get it super in advance. That's like for Kingdom Hearts 3, for an example, odds are we're not going to be done with that game this time next week. You know what I mean? So like by the time we complete the game to put a review out, the game's already been out for like 2-3 months. At that point, it's no reason to do a review.
I mean, to kind of counter that, there are people out there who actually did beat the game already. I remember like 2 days ago, I already saw people posting up Secret Ending, Kingdom Hearts Final Boss on YouTube. And I had to like, nope, not watching. Like, people beat the game already? I mean, yeah.
So that means that if it's your job to do that, you should put in that sort of time.
Yes. Yeah. If it's your job, I think you can like just muster the ability to just knock out any game you want. Because I remember like when I was younger, like the first thing that happened is the game come out Friday, and we already complaining that we beat it on Monday or something like that.
I mean, because
it'd be like that because everybody's chasing the win.
Like most games nowadays, if you just power through it and not do any of the extra stuff, most games you could be within a week and a half. Most games, not all games, but most games you could be in a week and a half. If you just power through and not do shit about the side stuff.
Did they say how much hours of gameplay does Kingdom Hearts have?
I haven't checked.
I wanted to find out the other day.
I mean, I don't really look at that, especially for Kingdom Hearts, because like, if it's this amount of gameplay, it doesn't matter, because I know I'm gonna already invest more time in it anyway. Because there's always the extra stuff to do, the grinding and this and that. So I don't really pay attention to that. If it's like a super linear game, then I find whatever. But I still personally never really check how long a game is.
No, not how long, but how much you can get out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Usually, I like the estimated value they give you. Like for instance, like when they say Skyrim, you get like at least 400 hours of gameplay and stuff like that from different points of view and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I always like to see like what is the average they say they can give me out of a game, because I see myself playing it as that long, because the like I played for completion 100%. I usually go for all that. So,
and going back to what Cedro said, it is nice to do that, because at the same time, like you said, you don't want to spend $60 on a game that you can beat in 2 days. So it is good to kind of check to see, because if that's the case, like, why am I spending $60 on this? This is more like a $40 game if I'm only gonna beat it within like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. True. Play value. Mm-hmm. If you can keep coming back to it, then it's worth it.
Yeah. That's why you go to JRPGs, man. They give you a bang for your buck. No matter what, JRPGs will always give you a good time.
Yeah, like that, like Dragon Quest 8 from PlayStation 2 for 80 hours worth.
Yes.
I got 80 hours worth. So I took it off the
Crazy, man.
Like, even if it only gives you 40 hours, like, okay, you give me 40 hours, though, so...
Yeah, give me 40 hours of different shit.
That's, like, decent.
That's how I see it. Like, if you give me literally any amount of hours of different shit, like, I don't have to do the same thing over and over to just, like, every time I beat the game to unlock one new item, then I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? Like, if we go back to Metal Gear, I have to beat the game first time, get bandana. I have to beat again to get the stealth. No, that's not the hours I'm counting for. I'm counting for like the actual like if I'm in fucking Shadow Moses and I'm doing this and doing that, and there you go. Now I'm getting something out of it, and that's the hours I'm counting for, not the end game. Give me one item, start it over, do it over again, but now you have an extra item section. I'm not counting for that. This is retarded.
It's replay value.
Yeah, but what replay value? You giving me Metal Gear, amazing game, because it had a lot into it before you beat the game, and like the one item you could go back and just wreak havoc with. You know what I mean? It's fine with that. I enjoy it, but that's what I'm looking for. That's why I see how much game time you're giving me and shit.
New Game Plus, man.
New Game Plus. Power mode, critical mode, right?
Yes.
Can't wait for critical mode.
Please, for the love of God, I'm praying to everything. Let there be a Sephiroth boss fight.
I think it's official that it's not.
That's what's like,
Yeah,
man.
that sucks if they don't do one, man.
Then it's not. No.
Unless he's the DLC. If he's a DLC,
I actually thought that. I was like, watch to be fucking
Yeah.
Final
That's
Fantasy.
exactly what they would do.
It's probably because still like so far there's really no heavy like Final Fantasy reference in it. It's probably what they're waiting for.
Probably
DLC Pack 1.
Final Fantasy shit.
Did they announce they were gonna do DLCs?
No, they never say anything about DLC for that game. Because he did say that team, like after Kingdom Hearts comes out, they're focusing solely on Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because that's what they're saying. Like, oh, where's the news for Final Fantasy VII Remake? So like, we're waiting for Kingdom Hearts to come out. Once it's out and done, then we're gonna like gung ho for
Yeah, I mean,
for 7.
they still probably keep like a small team of developers to work on Kingdom Hearts still.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because Final Fantasy 15 had DLC. You know, the episodes and stuff. Episode Arden, I think it's out. It's going to be out soon. Episode Arden. They did their updates. I'm really wondering, is there going to be like a gold edition, collector's edition, not collector's edition, gold edition of Kingdom Hearts?
You mean like about a year from now?
Probably. Yeah. Great.
If there is, are you gonna get that too?
Yeah. No hesitation. Yeah, I'm going to get it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Real fan.
Holy shit.
What happened?
Holy shit.
Real quick, I thought about this the other day. I thought it was pretty funny. What if Blockbuster did a streaming service to counter Netflix?
Didn't they try it
I
out
think
already?
it's too late already.
Yeah.
They tried it
way
already.
too late for that. What do you mean?
They did that? They tried it?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure like right before they officially went under. Like when Netflix was really blowing up. They tried doing something similar to Netflix. It just didn't work.
Okay. All right. Well, and that story then. I guess we need to dive deeper into that. So, yeah.
What made you think of that?
I don't know. I was just thinking of a sponsor, and I just thought of Blockbuster for some reason. I was like, I can't use Blockbuster.
I mean, I'm sure they need a sponsor themselves at this point, so.
Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think there's like a Blockbuster in Cuba or something like that.
What?
I forgot where. There's still Blockbuster in like Cuba or Puerto Rico or something. I forgot where. It was somewhere.
Blockbuster. That's crazy.
So they're not completely out of business?
I don't think so, man.
So places with limited internet.
Yep.
So maybe
That
like
makes sense.
maybe Bad Korea has one.
Bad Korea. Not good Korea with the good music. Bad Korea where all the nukes are.
Wait, hold on. Blockbuster near me.
Blockbuster near you.
Shit.
231st. Permanently closed.
That's been closed.
Yeah, that's been closed for years.
Oh
I know,
my god.
That's what it says. Oh, they show a picture of where it used to be. And it shows a supermarket. That's great.
That's hilarious.
And they got a 1-star review. How you get a 1-star review? I want to see this.
1-star review. You check the comments. I can't find it.
Well, 1 star. This is not a Blockbuster. 0 out of 10. Will not go again.
Wow.
You gotta enjoy this.
Wait a minute. This isn't a
yo.
Blockbuster. Bad review.
Yo, this is great.
Yeah, I
That's
think
crazy.
we just found our new segment.
This is great. Oh, Google reviews? Oh, you don't want to go there.
Jesus
I
Christ.
Google reviews strip joints before. It's a hell of a time. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie
my
to you.
Oh,
god.
we're doing this.
Oh, we're having a hell of a time.
All right, then. I guess that's all for this week. Sorry for the low energy episode. It was kind of fun. So, anyways, we are the Vampire Squid Show. Thanks for listening. Come back next week. Peace.
Kingdom Hearts Review 2.5.
Oh, 2.9. Remember that in the beginning of the game? Is it Kingdom Hearts 2.9?
Yeah, it does.
That's the way I end it. Thank you. Bye.
Don't forget to follow the Vampire Squid Show on Stitcher, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Twitter. Once again, thank you for listening.